The moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. A revolutionary development package for Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari has just surfaced, and it could be precisely what the Scuderia requires to shift momentum at the Canadian Grand Prix. But this goes far beyond a standard modification. It represents the type of transformation that might convert a challenging campaign into a revival narrative, because beneath this innovative floor design are countless months of dedicated engineering, countless simulation cycles and performance-driven ambition, and now we're about to witness its debut. Picture this scenario: Hamilton, who dedicated the season's opening phase battling his machinery more than his competitors, suddenly discovers harmony, adhesion, and the assurance he's pursued since Bahrain. Picture Ferrari at last fulfilling the capability they guaranteed during winter testing. This transcends mere engineering. It's intimate, it's mental, it's what separates enduring a competition from dominating it. So if you're eager to understand precisely what Ferrari has modified, how it will influence Hamilton's capability in Canada, and why this might represent the most crucial weekend of his campaign, stay focused. We're analyzing everything. But before we explore the specifics, please do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and remain until the conclusion, because you won't want to miss what follows. Everything begins with the underbody. Ferrari's latest floor modification for Hamilton's car isn't merely a small adjustment, it's a total redesign of the vehicle's aerodynamic base, and it's been observed for the first time during private testing before the Canadian Grand Prix. Based on information from motorsport publications and team insiders, this innovative floor incorporates a completely reimagined airflow system underneath designed to minimize the car's well-known susceptibility to wind conditions and circuit temperature. That factor alone is significant. Among Hamilton's primary concerns this year has been the vehicle's inconsistency. Occasionally, the handling changes from corner to corner unexpectedly. This modification should deliver the steadiness and reliability he's requested since Bahrain, but there's additional benefits. Ferrari's technical team has simultaneously focused on decreasing air resistance while boosting aerodynamic pressure in moderate speed sections, exactly the attributes required to maximize potential at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Canada presents a mixed challenge. Extended straights require maximum velocity, but those narrow chicanes and intense braking areas require grip and control during corner approach and departure. The revised floor should provide both elements. Data from Ferrari's simulation systems indicates that the car's turning characteristics have enhanced considerably in low-speed areas, suggesting Hamilton might finally unlock potential on tracks that previously highlighted the vehicle's primary weaknesses. Additionally, based on team reports, the oscillating and dolphining phenomenon that troubled Hamilton during the season's start has been significantly minimized, representing a substantial confidence increase, particularly during hard braking, which Canada features extensively. But that's not everything. Alongside the floor enhancement, Ferrari has developed a modified front suspension setup. Though it won't be completely implemented until Silverstone, nevertheless in Canada, Hamilton should experience the initial version of an updated configuration package that works with the new floor, assisting the car to turn more consistently at corner entry and creating improved grip exiting the hairpin turn, the ideal match for a track that favors strong exits and smooth acceleration. Now, regarding the powertrain optimization, Hamilton will also gain from a refined power unit setup customized specifically for the Canadian configuration, which is recognized for its acceleration and deceleration pattern. Ferrari has enhanced the hybrid system strategy to optimize electric assistance from the slower sections, especially the hairpin and closing chicane, while maintaining energy collection on the straights. That represents significant progress regarding race rhythm and passing capability. In recent competitions, Hamilton faced difficulties sustaining speed from corners, frequently sacrificing crucial time along the straights, but with this latest setup, he'll experience more responsive acceleration, enhanced grip, and superior ERS collection, all factors that should enable him to remain competitive and near the leading group. Within Ferrari, they've acknowledged that Hamilton's driving approach was a central factor during these upgrade developments. Following comprehensive performance analysis comparing his technique to Leclerc's, the engineers have created modifications that better suit Hamilton's cornering methods. They've adjusted specific chassis reaction components and reconfigured the electronic braking system to accommodate his preferred handling. The objective: provide Lewis the confidence to drive the car to its limits and finally experience it cooperating with rather than opposing him. And if you believe this is merely promotional messaging, reconsider. Fred Vasseur personally addressed this in a recent discussion where he emphasized that Ferrari isn't delaying until 2026 and that these improvements represent a concentrated effort to regain position immediately. He suggested that multiple elements have been presented to the FIA while others remain confidential, a calculated approach to maintain competitor uncertainty. His statement was direct: "We have faith in this vehicle and we have faith in Lewis." Regarding Hamilton, his attitude has transformed. In a brief yet significant statement to journalists, he mentioned, "We have some compelling developments approaching. I'm optimistic it returns us to contention." This may appear reserved, but if you understand Lewis, you'll detect the implication. Confidence is rebuilding, and if the package functions in Montreal as it has during simulations, we might witness a landmark weekend. Because we must remember the stakes. Hamilton hasn't achieved a single podium this season. He's remained trapped competing in the midfield, observing others achieve more from identical equipment, and doubts have emerged regarding whether this Ferrari period will succeed. This represents Ferrari's response. Not a complete overhaul, but a targeted enhancement, addressing the car's most harmful limitations. If successful, it won't merely alter Hamilton's Canadian weekend. It might transform his entire season's story. Therefore, will it suffice? Can Ferrari finally provide Hamilton the tool he's anticipated? That's the inquiry resonating throughout the paddock currently, because this instance, this exact moment in the season, might determine the direction for Ferrari and Hamilton's complete 2025 effort. Following months of adjustment difficulties, lost chances, and increasing expectations from supporters and press, this latest development package might signify much more than simply faster lap times. It could represent a shift in momentum, from disappointment to progress, from uncertainty to resolve. If the floor power distribution adjustments and brake sensitivity calibration unite as intended, Hamilton might finally achieve the confidence that's been absent, the type of vehicle connection that enables advancing beyond race management to race attacking. And at a venue like Montreal, where driver confidence through curbing, during braking phases and on acceleration exits determines everything, this might be where we observe Hamilton genuinely liberated in Ferrari red. However, there's an additional dimension here, a mental aspect, because if these developments fail, if Ferrari again delivers progress that appears promising theoretically but doesn't perform practically, it won't simply be another lost chance. It could seriously damage Hamilton's spirit and the team's internal relationships. Vasseur's guidance, the engineering team's reputation, and the overall long-term Ferrari project vision could face criticism. When you recruit a 7-time world champion to your organization, expectations exceed normal levels, they're demanding, and that's why the Canadian Grand Prix has evolved beyond a regular race. It's become a test venue, an evaluation of whether Ferrari has genuinely recognized its shortcomings and can respond effectively, not defensively. And for Hamilton, it's an opportunity to demonstrate to everyone, including himself, that he retains the necessary skills, not merely to compete, but to triumph. So what's your opinion? Are we approaching Hamilton's Ferrari vindication, or is this another misleading optimism in a season that has disappointed expectations? Share your perspective in the comments. We truly value your thoughts about this critical juncture. And if you've stayed this long, you understand the routine. Hit that like button, subscribe for additional premium analysis, and activate notifications to catch every development in this captivating season. Because if this enhancement succeeds, if Montreal becomes the weekend everything aligns, it won't just alter Ferrari's path, it could revolutionize everything for Lewis Hamilton.